Hi guys, welcome back to the Fermented World channel. Today I'm looking in at what I possibly think might be a Braggot, which is either a mead with a large proportion of beer in, or a beer with a large proportion of honey in. Now it had liquid malt extract in, which is the sugars that you would get if you were to boil the oats, the grain, and the normal stuff like that in a normal brew. And I added that to this with honey as well. So like not half and half, like the 720 grams of honey, and there was about 475 grams of this malt extract. The original gravity was 1.092, and today we are going to test the gravity. We're going to taste it to see if it tastes any good. And there is a possibility of me dry hopping this. So I've got some hops which is going in this beer, possibly tomorrow, because that's about ready to be checked. Although that's still bubbling away nicely, and it's meant to go dry anyway, so I'm not bothered. So what I could do is I could take 5 grams out of each pack and just do a dry hop of 10 grams, which is, I think it's Mosaic. Yeah, Mosaic and Azaka, whatever you call it. Azak, whatever. I call it Azaka. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to rack it off into here first, which will take it off that layer of yeast and lees there. Take it off these raisins now. Into the clean vessel, then it's going to go into this clean demijohn which has been sterilized already, and we'll go from there. Most important thing for this part is the taste, because if it doesn't taste nice, we're going to have to do something about that. And that can pop off there. I'll just put that on there because I'm going to reuse it. And then we're just going to rack off, and I'm going to speed this bit up because it's boring. So that's it now racked off. We're going to take a hydrometer reading to see where the fermentation's at, see if there's any sugars left over. It has a very nice colour. It's almost an orange. Now that must be from the light malt. Must be. Now there's not been a great deal of activity in the airlock, so I'm assuming it's pretty much done. No, not done. There's still quite a lot of bubbles and stuff floating around, so we need to try and douse some of them. But again, some of these can be unfermentable sugars. I'm just going to put that in there and give this a jiggle. Try not to get any oxygen in there, but try and remove some of the bubbles, as when they congregate it can give a false reading, I believe. We don't want a false reading. 22, 4, say it's at 26. So that's still going to be quite sweet actually, 26. Let's give it a quick taste. I know there's loads of yeast floating around, which is why I'm not going to drink a great deal of it. Smells okay. Now there's actually bubbles rising up from in this, so it's definitely still fermenting. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell of much. Wasn't sure what I was getting from it then, but I'm kind of getting a shandy. Kind of like a shandy vibe. No, bloody floor's sticky. I spilt some apple juice a minute ago. So I'm going to put that back in. Someone's at the door, so I'm going to have to go and answer that. Modern day milkman trying to sell me milk. Right, so yeah, a shandy vibe, which is weird. There's still a possible... I'm going to have another taste. I don't normally go for a double dip, but I don't know. There's just something there that I'm not quite liking. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good either. I'm going to let it ferment a little bit more. It's actually above the mark where I'd normally add dry hops as well. So I'm just going to put it into this clean vessel as planned, and we're just going to go from there really. I mean, I don't want to like jump the gun, bang a load of hops in and then be like, oh, I didn't want the hops in. Because if it tastes good after it's fermented a bit more, yeah. Now I can't tell whether it's the sugars from the malt extract or the honey. I mean, there's definitely alcohol in there. You can taste it straight away. There's definitely a level of alcohol there, but it's just the flavour's not all that. Now, does a Braggot normally taste like a shandy? I do not know. I have never had a Braggot. So I'm going to have to look up what a Braggot is now and see whether I'm getting what it says it is. So, for example, when this started, right? When this started, the opening taste, once it was all mixed together, pre-fermentation, I had a little taste of it. It tasted like Ovaltine. That has completely gone now. So that's the sugars in the malt disappeared. Like I say, it doesn't taste bad, but I don't know. Maybe I was expecting something special from it. Gonna rack it into here, let it go for a little bit longer. I might even take a bit of this yeast just to help it on its way. Just in case we don't have enough yeast floating around in there. Bit of an unconventional method, but I am anything but conventional. So we're deliberately going to take some of this yeast. Not too much, just enough. And there we go. And then we rack. And hopefully there'll be enough yeast in there for it to carry on fermenting. Speed this bit up because it's lame. You can watch this to the sound of the dog chewing his biscuits. How entertaining. Yeah, so that's that. Nice and short update. Not really a lot to do. It's still fermenting. I'm going to label this one up, and I need to purchase some more thermometer strips. Just let me know what the temperature is of it. I need to put one on that cider as well. And yeah, that is the multimedia. Don't know what else to say. Yeah, that's that for now. we'll come back to it when we'll see what happens. Hopefully it carries on fermenting a little bit more. If not, we'll bang some hops in, give it a bit of a juice, like a hoppy shandy kind of thing. Yeah. Right, thanks for watching. Take it easy.